Good day, I'm Dr. Evony Lambito Alisa, and we will now be discussing the difference of men versus women. So as you have observed, men are more driven to do something that they can feel the sense of self through achievements and success. So they are more into values that more on competence, efficiency, power, achievement. So they are less likely to be more interested with self-psychology, relationships, feelings, more of feelings, which is more of women, okay? So that's why they're more interested in watching racing cars, talking about developments, talking about hunting, racing, fishing, other outdoor activities. Okay, so that's the difference of even their dress are actually reflect their sense of skills and competence, like officers, businessmen. Okay, so their dresses shows how they value competence, achievement, power, skills, and efficiency. Okay, so it's very important for us women to know this difference among men. Money is a symbol of power, efficiency, and skills. So that's why it's important for them to, if they are the head of the family, they decide. So they are the main decision maker in the family. For us women to respect our men, then we let them have that sense of autonomy in our household, in a group. So let the men show their competence, efficiency, and skills through autonomy. Okay, we respect their decision. It's also important for them to ask our opinion, but most of the time, it's really important if the decision, if the dominance is from men. Okay, so to offer a man an unsolicited advice, that means unsolicited advice. Okay, that means we let the man feel that we don't trust him, that he can solve things or he can do the things on his own. So it's really important for us not to interrupt and just tell the man what he or what he should do. Okay, like for example, if you are actually driving and going to a place which is not familiar to you, going to that celebration or occasion, and that man is the one who's driving, and then you think you are both already lost because you're just getting back to the same place over and over again. Just decide to tell the man, okay, I think we should ask for help already, or we ask for people around here or something like that. Okay, and then the man keeps silent, but the reason behind this is because doing that unsolicited advice makes the man feel that we are not trusting him, that he can solve the problem or he can do things on his own. They have this mindset that, why ask someone if I can do this on my own? So usually men ask advice. Usually those advice are from expert advice, or they can ask actually opinion from women, but most of the time they want to solve the problem on their own. So their sense of autonomy, competence, efficiency, power, they usually exert this in relationship or even in the company or in anywhere in aspect in their lives. Okay, so for us men, we don't understand that for them, asking help even though they can solve it on their own means a sign of weakness. So for them, it's a weakness. If as women, it's not a weakness for us because we don't value that kind of a competence or skills or power. For men, asking for help, if they know they can do it, is a sign of weakness. If he does truly needs help, then this is a sign of wisdom. There is a sign of wisdom in it, and he would surely look for someone he respects and think, and then that person, he would ask help from that person. Okay, so he does not just ask help from anyone. Okay, he finds the person whom he respects and that this person is full of wisdom, he can actually get the right help. For example, if a woman is actually experiencing upsetting situation, she actually expressed it to her man, and then the woman tells her about the upsetting situation, and then she expects him to empathize and to, you know, to care for her, to pity, or to help her emotionally outburden. Okay, so it's the opposite with men. They are Mr. Fix It. Okay, for them, if you are sharing problems with them, they think they have to solve the problem, so they give advice how you solve the problem. So usually we feel that men are very insensitive, but the reason behind is they want to be of value to you, to show their love to you, and care for you by fixing your problem. So they are Mr. Fix It. So they want to fix your problem to show that they deserve you, and they are the one that is worthy of you. Okay? So that's how they deal with your concern. So it's the opposite of what women expect from their men, which is to empathize, to be more compassionate, and more of the emotions. Okay, while the men are more of the thinking how to solve that, and more of to help his woman. Man usually doesn't understand that listening with empathy and support is actually already helpful to women. So they think that for them, it's not actually that valuable for them. It's more important for them to solve the problem in order to help their woman. For us women, we value communication, relationship, love, beauty. We value relationship with our colleagues, with our friends. We have this supportive environment. We actually make environment or group, right, that we support each other in order to help some or have personality development. So that is more important or more valuable to women. So we value those importance of relationship, family, communication, beauty, and it's a community. We're making a community. Women are talking, it's more of about emotions, feelings, relationships, compared to men who are more talking about success, how to build this building, how to achieve this goal. Women are more in the harmony in the family, communication. So that's the difference. Our values with men are actually different. That's why it's also important, because that's how we differ with men, and that's one of the reasons why we have conflicts with our men. Discussed earlier that if we give unsolicited advice to men, it actually offends them, but for women it's a sign of care and support. We are not offended by when others give advice to us, or shows the care and affection and empathy, unlike men who are more of the autonomy. So they want that they have to fix it on their own, and just ask advice if they already needed help and they know they cannot fix it. Okay, for men, if you give unsolicited advice, right, they feel that we are saying that I don't trust you, so I can solve it. Okay, you cannot solve it on your own. Okay, we have to do something else. Okay, so that's an offense. So if we want to respect our men, we have to trust them that they can solve it on their own, and then just answer if they actually ask for our advice. Okay, we don't just push and distract them and tell them in command that this is what I want, this is you should follow. Okay, it's not that, because men are into autonomy. Okay, so they have that sense of dominance. So usually women wants to be listened to, in to have men empathize to them. So that's the difference, and that's one of the reason why we have conflicts with men. Because, like for example, when we are talking, when our men are driving and we are talking to them and they're not actually listening, or they don't empathize, we feel that they don't care, after all. But then when they tell us what to do, we feel offended, because it's like they're not passionate, they're not they don't empathize in our situation, but they give answer to solve the problem that we actually don't need. We just want them to listen. So the problem with men is it's not about the listening, it's more of they're thinking already. If you are expressing your problem, they're thinking already what are the solutions that can give that they can give to you. Because if you open up about problems, they are Mr. Fix It. So they really ask for solution. They actually are already thinking for solutions. That's why we think that they are serious. They're not sensitive enough. They're not empathetic. Okay, but that's the difference of men and women. So they love to show. They love to value competence, efficiency, skills, power, while women is more of relationship, communication, beauty, and that's the difference. And we know it's important for us to know the difference, because that's the reason why we have conflict with men, and when men conflicts with us. So it's important in a relationship, boyfriend, girlfriend, your friends, your partner, your husband, your wife, okay, and it's important for both parties. Okay, so we have to value that kind of differences for us to have a more harmonious relationship, and for us to show more respect to our partner in life. Okay, thank you for listening. And if you value and you have learned from this video, please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you, and God bless.